Democrats hold on in southern states that Mitt Romney won by double digits, it will be because they win a numbers game, which relies on African-American turnout. In Louisiana, Senator Mary Landrieu says the president is unpopular because of his energy policies, but then she added this.
To be very, very honest with you, in the South has not always been the friendliest place for African Americans. It's been a difficult time for the president to present himself in a very positive light as a leader. It's not always been a good place for women to be able to present ourselves.
In the campaign's final days, racially charged messages like these have circulated. The Georgia Democratic Party put these flyers out.
If you don't vote, we could have another Ferguson here. Appropriate?
I keep talking about Ferguson from the lens of as a mom, because I think we all relate to it as parents and thinking about the tragic loss of a young man.
Would the None for Senate campaign have put out that flyer?
It is not something that we have done, and yet I think it is something that merits a conversation by Georgia voters. I really do.
Our all-star panel is here. Michael Steele, Andrea Mitchell, Robert Gibbs, Joe Scarborough. Joe, just looking at the South, we know the South is a numbers game. It's a more polarized environment. There aren't any swing voters. This really is about Democrats getting out African Americans, Republicans running against President Obama. How much does race play a role? You were a Southern politician.
I mean, I guess it does every couple of years. In this case, Barack Obama's done well in North Carolina. He's done well. He's done pretty well in Georgia without, as David Axelrod said, without even campaigning there. Yeah, that was pretty shocking that Mary Landrieu would say that on the air to you.
Well, Robert, Democrats have been talking about this privately for years.
Right.
What say you on this issue? President Obama's race a factor in his unpopularity in the South?
Well, look, I think we can't walk away from the history of the South. I mean, it's obvious. I think race is still the predominant factor in Southern races. You see the vote trying to get out the black vote is what is going to either be the thing that sends Mary Landrieu and Michelle Nunn to the Senate or not. And I think primarily what you see campaigns working on right now are those drop-off voters. The people that voted in 2008 and 2012 in these presidential elections stayed home in 2010. The data and analytics are trying to search most for those voters and get them out.
Michael Steele, one thing.